Welcome to my channel HD Rare Coins 111, the place where history meets treasure. Here, every coin tells a story, from the oldest United States classics that shaped our past to the newest rare discoveries that amaze collectors today. If you love the thrill of uncovering hidden value, exploring the beauty of design, and learning the secrets behind coins worth fortunes, then you're in the right place. Join us as we dive deep into the world of rare U.S. coins, both old and new, and reveal the fascinating details that make them priceless. Top 1. The Lincoln cent has been one of the most beloved and widely recognized coins in American history, and the 1975 edition is no exception. Millions of these pennies were minted, yet collectors today look closely for those few that stand out because of their condition, rarity, or unique errors. Introduced in 1909 to honor Abraham Lincoln's 100th birthday, the Lincoln cent marked the first time a real person was featured on circulating U.S. coinage. Its design and historical significance helped cement its place as a true American classic. The obverse of the 1975 penny features the familiar bust of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner. His profile faces right, with sharp details of his hair, beard, and suit visible on well-preserved examples. The word Liberty appears to his left while the motto, "In God We Trust," arcs across the top. The date 1975 is shown to the right of Lincoln, and depending on where the coin was minted, it may also feature the mint mark, D, for Denver or no mint mark for Philadelphia. These small details help collectors trace the coin back to its origin. On the reverse, we see the image of the Lincoln Memorial in Washington, D.C. This design was first introduced in 1959 to replace the earlier wheat ears reverse. When viewed carefully, a tiny statue of Lincoln can even be seen inside the memorial, making it a coin within a coin. Above the memorial is the inscription, "United States of America," and directly below it, the national motto, "E pluribus unum," is clearly displayed. At the bottom, the denomination, 1 cent, is written in bold letters. The Lincoln Memorial reverse was used from 1959 until 2008, which means the 1975 penny falls right in the middle of this iconic design's long run. Collectors often focus on these mid-century coins to complete their sets. Billions of pennies were minted in 1975, which makes the coin common in circulation. However, condition and special varieties make all the difference. Circulated examples are worth only face value, but pristine coins are a different story. High-grade uncirculated pennies from 1975, especially those that have never been touched by human hands, can command strong premiums at auction. Collectors search for coins graded MS66 or higher, with no scratches, stains, or marks. Another area of interest is error coins. Minting mistakes often turn an ordinary cent into a rare collectible. Errors like double die strikes, off-center strikes, clipped planchets, and even wrong metal planchets are highly sought after. One particularly desirable error is a double die obverse, where the date or letters appear double due to misalignment during the minting process. These coins stand out instantly and can sell for staggering amounts. Collectors also look closely at the mint mark. A misplaced mint mark or repunched mint mark can transform a standard 1975 penny into something extraordinary. These varieties remind us that no two coins are truly identical. Proof coins were also struck in 1975 at the San Francisco Mint, bearing the S mint mark. These were not made for circulation but for collectors. Their mirror-like fields and frosted designs make them visually stunning and valuable when well preserved. The composition of the 1975 penny is another key detail. It was struck in a bronze alloy, made of 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc. This metal mix gives the coin its rich reddish-brown hue that collectors admire. Over time, pennies often change color due to oxidation. Some turn brown, while others retain their original red luster. Coins that remain bright red are considered the most desirable and command the highest premiums. The 1975 penny is also a reflection of its era. It circulated widely during a time of economic change, inflation, and cultural shifts in America. Each coin tells the story of everyday life during the mid-1970s. Even though billions were minted, finding a flawless example is surprisingly rare. Handling, circulation, and storage conditions mean most coins show wear, leaving only a tiny fraction in pristine condition. Auction houses have sold 1975 pennies in exceptional grades for thousands of dollars. When combined with unique errors, values can skyrocket even further, making the hunt for these coins especially thrilling. Collectors often stress the importance of patience. Searching through rolls of pennies from banks or inherited collections can yield surprising treasures, sometimes including rare 1975 examples in excellent condition. The Lincoln penny also serves as a gateway coin for new hobbyists. It is small, affordable, and widely available, yet it holds the potential for rare discoveries that inspire collectors to dig deeper. The popularity of the Lincoln cent means that nearly every collector has at least one 1975 penny in their collection. But the difference between a common example and a valuable one lies in condition, rarity, and era varieties. Some collectors specialize exclusively in Lincoln Memorial cents, dedicating years to building complete sets that include every year, mint mark, and major variety. For them, the 1975 penny is an essential piece of the puzzle. Its enduring design by Brenner remains iconic, connecting generations of collectors to Abraham Lincoln's legacy. Every time someone examines the 1975 penny, they are reminded of the values Lincoln represented: freedom, equality, and unity. The coin also represents the craftsmanship of the U.S. Mint. Even with billions produced, the detail and artistry of the design are evident when studied closely under magnification. Today, interest in Lincoln pennies remains strong. Coin shows, auctions, and online marketplaces frequently feature 1975 examples, attracting bids from collectors eager to secure high-grade or rare varieties. The Lincoln penny is proof that even the smallest coin can carry immense significance. Its widespread use, combined with hidden rarities, ensures its lasting popularity among hobbyists. While most 1975 pennies are worth only a cent, those with perfect preservation, rare varieties, or dramatic minting errors are true treasures in the world of numismatics. So next time you come across a Lincoln cent from 1975, take a closer look. What may seem like pocket change could turn out to be an incredible find worth far more than expected. And for the rarest, finest examples of the 1975 Lincoln 1-cent penny, collectors have seen values climb as high as $125,000. Top 2. The Lincoln penny has long been a favorite among coin collectors, and the 1978 edition holds a special place in the series. At first glance, it looks like an ordinary coin, but closer inspection reveals a world of history, design, and hidden value that makes it truly fascinating. The Lincoln cent was first introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th birthday of Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States. It became the first U.S. circulating coin to feature the image of a real person, beginning a tradition that continues today. On the obverse of the 1978 penny, we see the familiar bust of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner. His portrait faces right, showing his hair, beard, and suit in careful detail. The words, "In God We Trust," appear above, while "Liberty" is placed to the left. To the right of Lincoln's profile is the date 1978, along with the mint mark if the coin was struck at Denver or San Francisco. Coins from Philadelphia in that year carry no mint mark at all. These small distinctions can make a big difference in collecting. Turning to the reverse, we find the Lincoln Memorial design, which had been introduced in 1959 to replace the earlier Wheat Pennies reverse. This monument, located in Washington, D.C., is shown in remarkable detail, including the tiny statue of Lincoln inside the memorial. Above the memorial is the inscription, "United States of America," and beneath it, the Latin motto, "E pluribus unum," is displayed proudly. At the bottom, the denomination, 1 cent, is clearly shown. The Lincoln Memorial reverse was used for nearly 50 years, making coins like the 1978 penny an important part of mid to late 20th century American coinage. Collectors of Lincoln cents often seek one from each year to complete their sets. In 1978, billions of pennies were produced, making this a very common year in terms of total mintage. However, rarity doesn't just come from low production numbers, it often comes from condition, special varieties, or unique errors. Circulated examples of the 1978 penny are plentiful and typically worth only face value. But uncirculated coins in superb condition can be worth much more, especially when graded at higher levels such as MS67 or MS68. The quality of the strike also matters. Some coins from 1978 exhibit sharp details and original red luster, while others may appear dull or weakly struck. Collectors pay a premium for coins that are crisp and vibrant in appearance. One area of great interest to collectors is mint errors. A 1978 penny struck off-center, with a double die, or on a wrong planchet can instantly transform a common coin into a rare collectible. These mistakes are highly sought after at auctions. Repunched mint marks are another exciting variety from the 1970s era. Sometimes, the mint mark had to be punched more than once, leaving behind a shadow effect. These varieties are eagerly studied by specialists. Proof coins were also issued in 1978 by the San Francisco Mint. These coins carry the S mint mark and were struck with extra care to provide sharp, mirror-like finishes. Proofs are favorites among collectors who enjoy the artistry of coin design. The composition of the 1978 penny is bronze, consisting of 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc. This composition was used for decades until the switch to copper-plated zinc in 1982. As a result, 1978 pennies are heavier and more traditional in feel. Over time, copper coins naturally change color. They may develop brown or even dark tones. Collectors prefer examples that still maintain their original red luster, as these are the most visually appealing and valuable. The 1978 penny also tells the story of its time. It circulated during an era of rising inflation, social change, and economic challenges in the United States. Millions of people use these coins in daily life, often without realizing their future significance. Collectors often describe the thrill of finding a rare penny in an ordinary roll of coins. While most 1978 examples are common, the possibility of discovering a high-grade or error coin keeps the excitement alive. The Lincoln penny is also considered a gateway coin for many new hobbyists. Its affordability and availability make it an excellent starting point, while rare varieties and high-grade examples inspire deeper collecting interests. Auction records for the 1978 penny show just how valuable it can be under the right circumstances. Exceptional coins with flawless surfaces and strong eye appeal have sold for impressive amounts. Numismatic experts emphasize that rarity is not just about how many coins exist, it's about how many survive in pristine condition. For the 1978 penny, this makes gem uncirculated examples highly desirable. The Lincoln cent is also rich with symbolism. Lincoln's portrait serves as a reminder of freedom and unity, while the memorial reverse connects the coin to the nation's capital and its enduring history. Collectors also appreciate the artistry behind the coin. Victor David Brenner's portrait and Frank Isparo's memorial design together created a lasting image that has defined the penny for generations. The 1978 penny has international interest as well. Collectors around the world admire American coinage for its design and history, and the Lincoln cent is one of the most collected coins worldwide. One fascinating fact is that even though billions were struck, the process of grading, handling, and storage ensures that only a small percentage remain in the top condition collectors desire. That scarcity is what drives value. Searching through coin rolls, attending coin shows, or bidding at auctions are all ways collectors hunt for that one extraordinary example. The 1978 penny remains a coin full of potential surprises. Whether found in circulation or purchased from a dealer, this penny continues to connect collectors with American history. Each one represents the artistry of the U.S. Mint and the enduring legacy of Abraham Lincoln. The story of the 1978 Lincoln penny proves that even the smallest coin can have great significance. From design to condition to rare errors, every detail matters when determining its place in numismatic history. So if you come across a penny dated 1978, don't dismiss it as just ordinary change. Take a closer look. You could be holding a small treasure with remarkable value hidden in plain sight. And while the majority of these pennies remain common, the rarest and most perfect examples of the 1978 Lincoln 1-cent penny have been valued as high as $110,000. Top 3. The Lincoln cent has always been one of the most iconic coins in American history, but the year 1982 stands out as one of the most fascinating in the entire series. It was a year of change, experimentation, and transition, which makes the 1982 penny a collector's favorite today. To understand why the 1982 penny is so special, we need to look at the history of the Lincoln cent itself. First issued in 1909 to honor Abraham Lincoln's 100th birthday, it became the first U.S. coin to feature a real historical figure. Since then, it has remained in circulation for well over a century. On the obverse of the 1982 penny, we see Victor David Brenner's classic portrait of Lincoln. His face is sharply defined, with the words, "In God We Trust," across the top, Liberty, to the left, and the date 1982 to the right. Depending on where it was minted, the coin may also carry a D for Denver or no mint mark for Philadelphia. The reverse features the Lincoln Memorial, designed by Frank Gasparo. Introduced in 1959, this design replaced the earlier wheat reverse and became an enduring symbol of American unity. Careful eyes can even spot a tiny statue of Lincoln inside the memorial. The inscriptions, "United States of America," and "E Pluribus Unum," frame the design, while 1 cent boldly announces the denomination at the bottom. Though simple in appearance, this design represents decades of American history. Now, what makes 1982 truly fascinating is that it was a transition year for the penny's metal composition. For decades, the coin had been struck from 95% copper and 5% zinc and tin. But rising copper prices forced the U.S. Mint to change its strategy. In 1982, the Mint switched to a copper-plated zinc composition. These new coins consisted of a zinc core with only a thin layer of copper, reducing the cost of production while maintaining the penny's familiar look. Because of this switch, 1982 pennies exist in both compositions: bronze, copper-based, and copper-plated zinc. Collectors quickly discovered the difference, and today these variations are a major focus of study. To make things even more interesting, the 1982 penny was struck in both large date and small date varieties. This means that not only are there two different compositions, but also two different styles of numeral design in the date. This leads to an incredible total of 7 recognized varieties of 1982 pennies: copper small date Philadelphia, copper large date Philadelphia, zinc small date Philadelphia, zinc large date Philadelphia, copper large date Denver, zinc small date Denver, and zinc large date Denver. Each of these varieties has its own level of rarity and desirability. Collectors love the challenge of tracking down all 7, making the 1982 penny one of the most exciting years in modern numismatics. The weight of the coin is the easiest way to tell the difference between copper and zinc pennies. Copper cents weigh about 3.11 grams, while zinc cents weigh only 2.5 grams. This simple test often reveals what the eye cannot. The small date and large date differences are visible in the thickness and shape of the numerals, especially the 2 in 1982. Collectors often use magnification to compare these subtle yet important differences. High-grade examples of all 7 varieties are extremely valuable. While common circulated 1982 pennies are worth only face value, pristine mint state coins can command strong prices. Error coins from 1982 add even more intrigue. Wrong planchet errors, double dies, and off-center strikes can make these pennies worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Each error tells its own unique story. Proof versions of the 1982 penny were struck at the San Francisco Mint, though these were made only in copper composition. Their mirror-like surfaces and frosted details make them particularly desirable to collectors. The 1982 transition also sparked a renewed interest in penny collecting overall. Many Americans began checking their pocket change for small date or copper examples, adding excitement to everyday transactions. Auction houses have sold some 1982 pennies for impressive amounts, particularly those graded at MS-67 or higher. With billions minted, finding one in flawless condition is surprisingly rare. Collectors often describe the 1982 penny as a turning point in U.S. coinage. It represents the moment when the penny changed from traditional bronze to the modern copper-plated zinc version we still use today. Because both types circulated together, The 1982 penny also provides a fascinating look at how coins evolve in response to economic pressures. It is a small but powerful reminder of the importance of money in daily life. The Lincoln cent itself is already rich with symbolism, but the 1982 penny adds another layer of significance. It is a coin of transition, marking the end of one era and the beginning of another. The thrill of searching for a 1982 small date copper penny is legendary among collectors. These coins are particularly scarce and have become a prize in the world of numismatics. Even beginners enjoy collecting 1982 pennies. With 7 varieties to find, it offers a fun and educational challenge, teaching collectors about minting, design, and history. The Lincoln cent is often the first coin new hobbyists discover, and the 1982 edition shows just how exciting coin collecting can be. What seems like a simple penny can actually be a rare and valuable treasure. The copper pennies of 1982 connect us to the past, while the zinc pennies point to the present and future. Together, they tell a complete story of change in American coinage. Every collector dreams of finding that one extraordinary coin, and the 1982 penny provides countless opportunities. Whether it's a rare small date copper or a flawless mint state zinc, the potential for discovery is endless. The enduring popularity of the 1982 penny proves that even modern coins can be highly collectible. It is a year that continues to capture the imagination of numismatists worldwide. So the next time you come across a 1982 Lincoln cent, take a closer look. It may not be just another penny. It could be a hidden gem that tells an important story in U.S. coin history. And while most 1982 pennies remain worth only a cent, the rarest and most pristine examples of the Lincoln 1-cent penny from this year have reached values as high as $94,000. Top 4. The Lincoln penny is one of the most recognized coins in the world, and the 1984 edition carries with it both history and intrigue. While most people see it as just a simple coin in their pocket change, collectors know that this year hides secrets worth uncovering. The Lincoln cent series began in 1909 to celebrate the 100th birthday of Abraham Lincoln, and it was the very first U.S. coin to feature a real person. That tradition continues today, making the penny a symbol of American history and culture. On the obverse of the 1984 penny, we see Victor David Brenner's famous portrait of Lincoln. His face is shown in profile, facing right, with the words, "In God We Trust." Across the top, Liberty, to the left, and the date 1984 on the right side. Depending on where it was minted, the coin may also carry the D mint mark for Denver, or no mint mark at all for Philadelphia. Both varieties circulated widely, though collectors often search carefully for the finest examples. The reverse of the coin shows the Lincoln Memorial, designed by Frank Gasparo. This design was introduced in 1959 and served until 2008. When examined closely, you can even see the small statue of Lincoln seated inside the memorial. Above the building, the words, "United States of America," stretch across the rim, while the Latin motto, "E pluribus unum," is placed just below. At the bottom, the denomination, 1 cent, is boldly inscribed. By 1984, the Lincoln cent had already become a staple of American life. Billions were produced, making it seem common and ordinary, yet the hidden gems from this year are anything but ordinary. The most famous and desirable variety from 1984 is the double ear Lincoln cent. This striking error shows clear doubling on Lincoln's ear, making it one of the most dramatic double-die varieties in the Lincoln cent series. Collectors around the world are drawn to the 1984 double-die obverse penny. It is easy to spot with the naked eye, and its rarity combined with its visual appeal has made it a legend in modern coin collecting. Beyond that famous error, other minor varieties and minting mistakes exist. Off-center strikes, die cracks, and repunched mint marks all add to the excitement of searching through coins from this year. Condition is another factor that greatly affects value. A 1984 penny found in circulation is usually worth only face value, but one preserved in brilliant uncirculated condition can be worth far more. The grading scale plays a key role in determining value. Coins graded MS65 or higher are considered exceptional, while those that reach MS67 or MS68 are incredibly rare and highly prized. Color designation is also critical for copper coins like the 1984-cent. Collectors prefer coins that retain their full red luster, as opposed to those that have toned brown or red-brown over time. The composition of the coin also adds to its appeal. By 1984, the mint was striking pennies primarily in copper-plated zinc, a change made in 1982 to save on production costs. These lighter coins replaced the earlier brown cents. Though the difference is subtle to the eye, the change in composition marks an important moment in U.S. coinage history. The 1984 penny represents the new era of zinc-based cents that continues today. Collectors often enjoy comparing the look and feel of bronze and zinc pennies. The 1984 edition is among the first full years of the new composition, making it a milestone coin for enthusiasts. The Lincoln Memorial reverse also adds to the historic charm. It symbolizes not only Lincoln himself but also the broader ideals of unity, freedom, and remembrance in American culture. Proof coins were also minted in 1984 at the San Francisco Mint, carrying the S Mint mark. These coins were produced with special care, offering mirror-like fields and frosted devices, and are a beautiful addition to any collection. For many collectors, the fun lies in searching through rolls of pennies to find a 1984 doubled die or a gem-quality uncirculated coin. The excitement of discovery is what keeps the hobby alive. Auction records show that 1984 doubled die cents, especially those in high grades with full red luster, can sell for astonishing amounts. Their combination of rarity and popularity ensures strong demand. The penny might be the smallest denomination, but it has captured more attention from collectors than almost any other U.S. coin. The 1984 edition is proof of how even a single year can hold endless fascination. The story of the 1984 penny also reflects the changing times in America. It circulated during an era of new technology, cultural shifts, and economic challenges, quietly passing through millions of hands. Numismatists often point out that coins are more than just money. They are tiny pieces of history. The 1984 Lincoln cent is one such piece, carrying the legacy of Lincoln while marking a new chapter in U.S. coinage. Collectors also treasure the educational value of this coin. It teaches beginners how to recognize varieties, understand minting processes, and appreciate the artistry of coin design. From casual hobbyists to seasoned professionals, the 1984 penny holds universal appeal. Its accessibility combined with its hidden rarities makes it a perfect coin for anyone to study and collect. The Lincoln cent's enduring popularity ensures that coins like the 1984 penny will never be forgotten. Each example, whether common or rare, contributes to the ongoing story of American numismatics. So next time you come across a penny from 1984, don't overlook it. It could be an ordinary coin, or it could be one of the special double die varieties worth far more than its face value. And while most 1984 pennies are only worth a cent, the finest and rarest examples of the Lincoln 1-cent penny from this year have been valued as high as $86,000. Top 5. The Lincoln 1-cent penny has been an important piece of American history for more than a century. The 2004 edition of this coin may seem ordinary at first glance, but hidden within this year are surprises that make it a favorite among collectors. When we look at the obverse of the coin, we see the familiar portrait of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner. His bust faces to the right, with strong detail in the hair and beard that symbolize the strength of his character. Above Lincoln's head is the motto, "In God We Trust," which has been a part of the penny since its beginning in 1909. To the left side of the portrait is the word, "Liberty," while the date 2004 appears to the right. Depending on where it was minted, you may find either no mint mark, which means it was struck in Philadelphia, or a D for the Denver Mint. These small letters hold big importance to collectors, as some mintages are scarcer than others. On the reverse side, the design created by Frank Gasparo comes into view. It features the Lincoln Memorial in Washington, D.C., with careful details showing the structure's strong classical columns. If you look closely at the center of the memorial, you can even spot a tiny representation of the statue of Lincoln seated inside. This small detail connects the obverse and reverse, bringing the design full circle. Across the top rim of the reverse, the words, "United States of America," are boldly displayed. Just below that, the motto, E pluribus unum, reminds us of the nation's unity. At the bottom, the denomination, 1 cent, leaves no question about the coin's value. By 2004, the penny had already been a part of daily life for generations. Millions of these coins circulated, exchanged in shops, carried in pockets, and tossed into jars across the country. Yet within this seemingly common year, certain coins stand out for their rarity, condition, or minting errors. These special examples are the ones that collectors treasure. The composition of the 2004 penny is primarily copper-plated zinc. This change was first introduced in 1982 to reduce production costs, and it has remained the standard since then. Though lighter and less expensive to produce, this composition makes the coins more susceptible to damage and corrosion. That is why finding a pristine example from 2004 is harder than one might expect. Condition plays a crucial role in a coin's value. Circulated coins may show wear, scratches, or loss of luster, while uncirculated coins with brilliant shine are far more desirable to collectors. Grading services use a scale to measure quality, ranging from poor all the way up to mint state 70. A 2004 penny that grades MS 67 or higher is incredibly rare and can attract serious interest. Another factor that adds excitement is the presence of minting errors. Off-center strikes, die cracks, and doubled dies are examples of mistakes that can turn an ordinary penny into a collector's prize. In 2004, some error coins were produced that became highly sought after. Collectors especially love varieties that are easily visible without magnification, such as strong doubling or dramatic misstrikes. Proof coins were also produced at the San Francisco Mint. These carry the S Mint mark and were specially made for collectors. Their mirror-like surfaces and sharp details make them a beautiful part of any collection. While most proof coins are not rare, high-grade examples with perfect finishes always carry additional appeal. A 2004 proof penny in deep cameo condition can look absolutely stunning under the light. The Lincoln Memorial Reverse, which had been in use since 1959, was still the standard in 2004. Just a few years later, in 2009, this design would be retired and replaced with new reverses honoring Lincoln's life. That makes the 2004 penny one of the final years of the classic memorial design, adding historical significance to the coin. Collectors often seek these late-date memorial cents as part of complete sets. Searching for rare coins in circulation is one of the most exciting parts of the hobby. Finding a high-grade 2004 penny in your pocket change is unlikely, but it is always worth a careful look. Auction houses have sold exceptional 2004 pennies for thousands of dollars when the right combination of rarity, condition, and demand comes together. These records inspire collectors to keep searching. The story of the 2004 penny reflects the broader tradition of coin collecting in America. It shows how even the smallest denomination can hold great value in the right circumstances. For beginners, this coin is an easy way to start learning about design, mint marks, errors, and grading. For experienced numismatists, it offers challenges and rewards in the pursuit of perfection. The Lincoln Cent series remains one of the most popular in the world. The 2004 penny is a vital link in that series, reminding us that every year adds to the rich story of American coinage. Its small size hides its big importance. Each coin carries with it history, artistry, and the potential for hidden rarity. That's what makes the 2004 penny worth so much attention. Collectors know that patience, knowledge, and careful searching can lead to remarkable discoveries. The 2004 Lincoln Cent is proof of that, offering both common coins and rare treasures. Next time you come across a 2004 penny, take a closer look. It might be just an ordinary coin, or it might be one of those rare finds that could change your collection forever. And while the vast majority of these coins are worth only a cent, the finest and most exceptional examples of the Lincoln 1 cent penny from this year have been valued as high as $64,000.